Bonsoir, tout le monde. Wow! Incroyable. Quelle fin de match. Les Alouettes s'en vont à la Coupe Grey après une victoire de 19-16 contre les Tiger Cats de Hamilton sur un placement de 45-46 verges de José Maltos. Il restait plus de temps au cadran. Et wow! Spectaculaire. Quel match. Un match, une classique, bataille défensif. Mais wow, les Alouettes ont tenu le coup tout le long. On n'a jamais tiré de l'arrière. C'était absolument débile, absolument fou de voir le niveau de combativité. Mais absolument fou. Les Alouettes s'en vont à la Coupe Grey la deuxième fois en 3 ans et ça a tout pris pour se rendre là. Ça a pris les 60 minutes. Mais les Alouettes ont gagné la rencontre. OK, on va lire vos commentaires. On va parler à tout le monde. On va commencer avec le demi-offensif, Stevie Scott. Stevie, just where exactly were you standing when Jose lined up for the field goal? And just take me through the emotions of watching him nail the game winner.
Man, I'm just on the bench just watching him kick. I know Jose was going to make it the whole time. And Jose worked on his work ethic is amazing. And he practices exactly how he plays. So I had no doubt in my mind Jose was going to knock it down. I was just on the bench watching him do his thing. And I was so comfortable watching him kick the ball. It was just an amazing thing to see. And it's a sight to see, man. I'm so proud of Jose for saving the day for us. And now we got one more, baby.
Pretty much, it was a tough defensive battle. You guys grinded for each and every yard. I thought the running game with yourself and Travis and Davis Alexander, you guys you played a big role in the win tonight. Just how important was the running game in getting it done tonight?
Man, the running game is going to set everything up for us, man. It's a great feeling to have guys all over the field that can make plays with their feet, with their arms, or just whenever their number is called. So just being able to be a part of this team and accomplish so much throughout the year, it's a blessing to be here, man. I'm just so happy and thankful, and I'm so ready for next week, man. It's a blessing.
Just take me through just what's going through your mind when you're watching Hamilton drive at the end, down 3. The defense gets a stop, and then I think you guys got the ball when Lech got tackled. I think you guys had 141. Just what's going through your mind at that point?
One thing that we do a lot back in Montreal in practice, we do a lot of fire drills. So basically, fire drill is like a 2-minute drill, 1-minute drill, where we got to go fast. And that's the operation. We operated very well, and it's something for us that we wasn't really nervous or worried. We just had to come out here and do our thing. We do this every day. We compete every day with our defense. So watching our defense go out there and get that stop, that was something we see every day because we practice to compete every day. And just getting that ball back with that little bit of time left just gave us more motivation, extra motivation to seal the deal and get the job done, man. We wanted to finish with the ball in our hands because we got the playmakers to make the plays, and then Jose stepped up big time and knocked it down for us.
What can you tell me about 10?
Yeah, boy, 10 is Savage, man. I call it my nickname for 10 is Savage because that boy's a dog, man. I love playing with him, and I love his composure, his leadership, and just everything about him, man. It's just a blessing to be here, to be a side of 10, man. Really, I feel like he's the best quarterback in the CFL, and he proves it day in and day out.
What are you expecting next week, Stevie? You weren't there in 23. One of the guys who wasn't there. It's an intense week, but what are you expecting for the whole week?
Man, I love it, man. It's probably one of the biggest games of my career and probably the whole team's career, man. I'm looking forward to going out there, handling business, and staying locked in and building that chemistry all week. That's all it is. We're going to keep going, keep striving for greatness, and play Alouette football, baby.
Congratulations, Stevie. One more win, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Joey.
All right, Stevie Scott III with another big performance. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling with a man who's had a lot of success at Tim Hortons Field. Tyson, just take me through the emotions of the end. Where exactly were you standing when you watched that ball go through the uprights?
Taking the knee, holding Ten's hand, holding Lou's hand. But I think this is just accumulation of this season, what we preach as a team. We talk about the 3 minutes, how it's going to come down to the 3 minutes, and ironically, it comes down to the 3 minutes in the East Final, walk-off field goal. But no better feeling for real.
How about what's the mindset as you guys are standing on the sideline, you're watching Hamilton drive, and the defense makes a big stop, and then there's 141 to go, and you guys step back out on the field?
Yeah, as an offense, we said we're going to close this game. They're either going to score or they're not going to score. We're going to have to go get a field goal regardless. So we knew the task at hand. We knew we were going to have to go put points on. And, man, shout out to 14. That boy Rambo, man. That's the 2 most clutch catches of the game. He talked all week about how we got to get him to a Grey Cup because he's never had one before. He's never experienced a championship like that. And he shows up when it matters most. And, we were telling him in the huddle, nobody deserves it more than you.
How about 10? What can you tell me about Davis?
So resilient. I know everyone sees that fire every week, but he keeps his team together. His drive, his willpower is what elevates us to another level every week. And man, he leaves it out on the field every single play.
You obviously, I mean, you got to experience 2023. There's some guys that haven't. Just what are you expecting from the whole week? Because it's a big week.
Yeah, it's a fun week. Obviously, we're gonna have to talk to the guys tomorrow about just staying locked in. There can be a lot of distractions during the Grey Cup week, but enjoy yourself. We worked so hard to get there. We knew we were gonna be here too. There was no question about that. So just staying locked in. We'll wait to see our opponent tonight, but yeah, just having fun with it and just playing football like we do.
Congratulations, Tyson. One more, bud.
Appreciate it, Joey. Let's do it.
Let's get you another one. Let's go. All right. Bon. Alex, on peut-tu te passer avant? Can we just get Alex for 2 seconds? Avec le trophée. Oh oui, allez, vas-y. Bon, parle-moi juste des émotions. T'sais. Toi, tu étais placé où? Tu es sur le terrain?
Sur le terrain.
Sur le terrain, est-ce que tu as eu l'opportunité de regarder le placement rentrer entre les deux poteaux ou t'es dans la foule?
Non, j'ai eu la chance de regarder. J'ai fait mes blocs. Puis là, une fois que j'ai entendu le bon vieux « oh », j'ai pu juste lever mes yeux. J'ai vu que le ballon était exactement entre le milieu. Tu sais, la seule chose qu'il ne fallait pas qu'il arrive, là, c'est que ça touche à un poteau. Ouais. Fait que c'est allé en plein milieu. Puis honnêtement, on ne peut pas être content d'oser qu'il y ait une saison extraordinaire. Puis encore là, ce soir, il a répondu présent. Dernier jeu du match. Surtout qu'on a pris un temps mort, que c'est encore plus long pour lui. Ouais. Il l'a réussi, on a bloqué. On s'en va à la coupe.
Parle-moi un peu plus de oser, l'éthique de travail. C'est un gars qui a attendu longtemps à avoir une opportunité d'être un botteur régulier pour une équipe. Juste parle-moi un peu de ton coéquipier.
Honnêtement, il a tellement passé un long... Je le revois après, bon. Il a tellement eu un long parcours. Il a passé par la NFL. Il a passé du Mexique à la NFL, programme par programme. Même chose ici au Canada. Après ça, il est arrivé ici. Il a été un backup kicker pendant tellement longtemps sur des équipes de pratique. Il était comme un peu caché. Puis par la suite, l'année passée, il a réussi à se faire voir. Puis cette année, on lui a donné la clé du véhicule. Puis il a réussi à répondre présent constamment, là.
C'est un match serré, c'est un match physique. Comment est-ce que vous avez vécu ça? Parce que c'était un peu différent. La semaine passée, beaucoup de points. Ouais. Cette semaine, c'était vraiment chaque verge comptait. Là.
Chaque verge comptait. Puis, tu sais, au fil que la game avançait, on savait que ça va être l'équipe qui fait le moins d'erreurs qui allait gagner. C'est vraiment ça qui est arrivé. C'est qu'on a juste continué à jouer. On y allait verge par verge, jeu par jeu, corps par corps. On a réussi à gagner. Puis, tu sais, il n'y a jamais personne qui a baissé les bras. Puis, même s'il remontait, on se disait, on va juste continuer à avancer. On va jouer le football des Alouettes. On a réussi à gagner.
Vous avez, je pense que Sean... You want to play? Oui. Oui. Vous avez l'expérience de 2023, beaucoup d'entre vous. Tu sais, je sais que ça ne veut rien dire parce que, tu sais, Winnipeg avait l'expérience dans ce temps-là. Mais comment est-ce que vous pouvez utiliser votre expérience à votre avantage la semaine prochaine?
Mais tu sais, honnêtement, c'est qu'on a tellement vécu un gros high en 2023, puis tu sais, c'était énormément d'inconnus pour nous, qu'après ça, on a vécu tellement un gros low en 2024 parce qu'on avait vécu tellement ce beau sentiment-là, puis là, de perdre dans la maison. Je pense qu'on arrive avec l'expérience. On arrive avec une expérience 2.0 où qu'on a vécu le high, on a vécu le low, puis là, on est imperturbable. On le sait qu'est-ce qu'on doit faire pour gagner, on sait qu'est-ce qu'on doit pas faire pendant les parties pour pas rien échapper puis garder le momentum. Puis je pense que c'est ça qu'on est en train de voir chez les Alouettes de Montréal. Oui, on a un esprit d'équipe, mais là, on devient plus mature aussi puis on est capable de mieux comprendre. Là.
Félicitations, Alex. Il en manque juste une.
Hey, juste une. On s'en va à Winnipeg. Devienne trip à Winnipeg.
Parfait. C'est la première fois de ma vie que je vais aller à Winnipeg au mois de novembre, mais je suis content d'y aller.
Une semaine complète à Winnipeg. Ça va être une belle semaine.
J'ai hâte en maudit.
Merci, bonne soirée.
Bon, Alex Gagné, capitaine des unités spéciales. On va continuer. Melo, peux-tu me demander Tyler Snead, s'il vous plaît? C'est un peu le chaos ici. Il y a plein de monde sur le terrain. Donc, on improvise un tout petit peu, mais absolument moment spectaculaire. On retourne à la Coupe Grey. Ça va être tellement fun. On a tellement hâte d'y aller. On va voir ce que ça donne. Là. Je ne sais pas si vous avez un score pour moi, si vous pouvez me donner une mise à jour. Mais juste donnez-moi un score dans l'autre match. All right, let's keep it rolling with big-time player who made a big-time plays in a big-time game. How about the hit that you took to pop right? He started celebrating, Katsatonis did, and then you popped right back up. And you're the one who gained 22 yards, and he had to shut his mouth pretty quick. I mean, how big was that play in hindsight?
big play. You know, my dad always told me you get hit like that, you pop right back up. Yeah. And, you know, so that's just all I was thinking during that. But, no, it was a big play right before half. Great job for 10 just to find me in that window. And, yeah, you know, I had to hang on to it and take a hit. But I'll take the hit every time as long as we come out with points.
What does that feel like in the moment? Like, can you feel pain in the moment, or is it just too hyped up?
You know, a little bit of both. You know, I'm not going to say you don't feel it at all, but you feel it a little bit. But, yeah, for that one specifically, you know, felt it a little bit. Knew I had to get up and, you know, celebrate, do something, get some energy going before half. And, yeah, you know, it is what it is.
Davis kind of threw it against the grain. You could feel that there was somebody coming?
No, actually. I actually had no idea. I thought I was going to catch it, and I thought I had a lane to score. And so just, yeah, when it happened, I didn't expect it at all. And then it all happened quick. I had to get up and do whatever. So, yeah, it just was one of those plays. I guess it happens, but, you know, makes it a lot better and makes it feel a lot better when you hang on to it.
Look, we know what happened in the third quarter last week. Things flipped in a hurry. How big was it for you guys to set the tone, come out first possession, and you find the end zone?
Yeah, we appreciate in that locker room at halftime. We get the ball first, so we need to make a statement with it. And, you know, we drove all the way down the field and did just that. You know, a lot of ups and downs, though. Kind of got to find our rhythm, you know, offensively. But once we find it, you know, we're hard to stop. And that's just been the story of the whole year. But, yeah, I think tonight, you know, it was a great game, hard-fought game, coming in division rival for the division final. We executed in all three phases all the way to the very end, and that's what we knew we were going to have to do in the last 3 minutes of the game. We knew we got to finish, and I think we did a great job of finishing today.
How about Rambo on 2nd and 6 and then 2nd and 10?
I said nobody more deserving to make plays than him, especially in moments like that. You know, he works his ass off every day, and I'm just really happy for him to just see it. And, you know, he makes plays, man. That's what he does, and he stepped up right there and made plays. So set us up for a nice field goal, and then obviously Jose does what he does best, man. And there's a reason he set records this year, and, you know, he just sent us to the Grey Cup, so we just got one more.
You able to watch?
To the field goal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I watched.
So what take me through the emotions? Like, what are you feeling right before?
As soon as it was going in, I'm taking my helmet off, holding it up. But right before, it's just, you know, for me, I got all the faith in the world in those guys and all those guys out there. And so I had all the faith in the world in him to hit that field goal and knock it down. And, you know, up front, executed. The hold was perfect. And then the kick was obviously perfect, too. So, yeah, I wasn't stressing or nothing. I watched the whole thing, and then we celebrated at the end. 1:41 to go. You guys take the ball back in a tie game. You got to travel the length of the field. What can you tell me about the roommate? What can you tell me about 10? He's a dog, man. He's a dog, and people feed off that energy. You know, he came off, you know, kind of hurting, and to go back out there and execute, especially in a moment like that, on a drive like that, with all the stakes on the line. You know, you're all in, and for him to do that is huge, and we see that and we notice it, and you know, everybody's willing to sacrifice their bodies out there, and we just feed off that. So that's what I can say about him. Just a dog. 13-0 for a reason.
Yeah, you have touchdowns in both East Final wins in 23 and here tonight. I'm just curious, man. Like, what does it mean to you to be with this team? You guys went through a lot of hard times during the year. You lost a lot. You were like the only receiver that stayed healthy. You had an unbelievable year, but to get all the way to make it back to Grey Cup, like, what does that represent for you?
Represents us as a team, us as a unit, and then our season. You know, it's been up and down. I know, you know, we went through a stretch where not everybody was with us, but this team stuck together. This team fought back, battled back all year. And, you know, now, like we said, we're at 1%, less than 1%. And so we're going to continue to do that for one more game.
One more, Tyler. Congratulations. We'll see you in Winnipeg.
Appreciate you.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Tyler Snead with a big touchdown tonight and a huge performance. OK, we'll keep it rolling. On va essayer de parler à différentes personnes. On va essayer de trouver du monde. Donnez-moi un instant. Hey, good to see you. I'm happy for everything you did. Thank you. Appreciate you. Shedler Furvius, assez gentil. J'ai un Najee Murray ici. J'ai un Justin Lawrence là-bas. Najee ici. Right here. Or Justin là-bas. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Say what you guys say.
Hey, come on. It's coming home, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Tyson Philpot. Love that. Oh, mon Dieu. Bon, OK. On va passer à Najee Murray. Won't be long. I don't want to take you away from anybody. I appreciate it, but big-time player. I got to talk to him. Naj, just take me through the emotions right before that kick went through the uprights. Are you watching? Are you turning your back? How do you – what's the reaction and what are you feeling?
It was a whole bunch of mixed emotions right there. It was me, West, and Burns. We had Zoe say a prayer, and then we got down. I was like mixed, like, do I look? Do I sit down and just keep my head down? But I looked. We believe in Jose. You know, Jose stayed. It's his slogan. He stayed hard. You know, we built for these moments. You know, and adversity. It started back in camp. You know, and it's starting to show today. You know, we all we got. It was just special. It was just special. It was, yeah, Joe, it was one of them.
I know, bud. My heart's still going. Look, we've talked about this on the post game before. You were injured in 2023. What does it mean for you, man? For the longest serving Alouette to be out here, to be playing at a high level still, and to be a big contributor on a team that's going to the Grey Cup.
Man, it means everything. You know, I mean, I was just ready to cry before I even came out the tunnel. You know, just because you don't get opportunities to go to the Grey Cup that often in your career. And you got a small window, and we've taken advantage of it these past years. But just to see where we came from and now to be able to be a part and be able to try to help, I mean, I'll just be ready to cry. You know, I'm just forever grateful, though, you know.
Just take me through, you know, I don't even know if it's the mindset, but just what are you going through there as Hamilton's driving? They're down 3, and, you know, ideally you keep them to the field goal. Ideally they get nothing, but they're in field goal range, and you guys keep them out of the end zone. How big was that? How'd you guys do that?
That was phenomenal. But, you know, it all started earlier in the first quarter. They were driving. Yep. I think they got a big play. And, you know, Sankey had just spoke with us and stuff. You know, we good. Just stay level-headed. Next you know, a few plays later, West got an interception. So it all started from the beginning. We all just leaned on each other. We talked on the sideline. We bend but don't break, you know. As a defense, we know you got to drive. It's hard for you to score. So Coach Thorpe called a great game plan. We executed it right there. A few big plays were made at the end of that game right there, and we came out with the W.
Yeah, I mean, they've got an explosive offense, but you guys grinded out. That was like a defensive win. Like last week was an offensive. You guys put up more than 70 points combined. This week, it's nobody hits 20. Just how important is it to win, especially in the playoffs, in different ways? You want to win high scoring, you guys can do that. You want to win defensively, you guys can do that too.
You know, it's big. You know, we fixed things last week, but it works from offense, defense, and special teams. We all work together as a unit, you know. We come out here and we do our job. If one's down, we pick each other up. Just like last week, you know. Defense, we didn't play that well. Offense picked us up. Offense played pretty okay today. Defense was there to help pick up. Special teams is always there doing their job, you know. But we just a family at the end of the day, and we just got to continue to fight. No matter what, we're going to be here for each other through the good and bad. We ain't going to get too high. We ain't going to get too low. We're going to stay mellow, and we're going to finish this one out.
Congratulations, Naj. One more to go, bud.
Come on down to Winnipeg,
Let's
baby.
Come on. Well done. Well done. You might be using his locker stall, too. That's fun. Good stuff. Bon, on va continuer. Je vais lire les commentaires très bientôt. Je pense que les joueurs vont rentrer. Ça va nous permettre... ils vont rentrer et ressortir. Donc, je pense que ça va nous permettre de faire... Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Yes, I see. I remember your comments. Yes, nice to meet you. Bon, la famille des joueurs qui sont dans le live, ils laissent des commentaires dans le live. Tu sais, c'est ça un live. Des fois, c'est plein de belles émotions. Et, man, écoute, c'est quelque chose. La saison n'a pas été facile. Tu sais, en 2023, il n'y avait pas d'attente. Cette année, il y avait beaucoup d'attentes. Et d'avoir perdu 5 matchs de suite, c'est sûr que tu as des doutes. Tu as toujours une confiance que ton équipe va rebondir. Puis on dit tous que il faut juste revenir en santé. C'est juste ça que ça prend. Mais ils ont cru. Et je donne crédit au groupe parce que Davis a manqué presque 3 mois. Et la victoire qui a vraiment changé l'allure de la saison là, est venue sans Davis, est venue à Regina avec l'équipe à ce moment-là qui avait la meilleure fiche dans la Ligue canadienne de football. Donc, le fait d'avoir gagné là-bas, on avait perdu 5 matchs de suite. C'était absolument fou. C'était incroyable d'avoir gagné de cette façon-là. À Regina, c'était un blowout, là, c'était un match à sens unique. Et d'avoir gagné ce match-là, ça a tout changé l'allure de la saison. Et on est allé à Toronto, puis c'était pas beau la semaine d'après. Puis on a gagné le match encore une fois à Toronto avec McLeod au poste de quart. Et là, la semaine d'après, contre Calgary à domicile, Davis est revenu. Et là, tu sais, on a commencé à vraiment revenir en force et d'être qui nous sommes. Donc, absolument incroyable. Les émotions qu'on vit avec vous, avec cette équipe, c'est vraiment... Écoute, j'ai eu tellement de plaisir cette année. Ça n'a pas toujours été facile de venir dans le live et de vous expliquer. Pour vrai, il n'y avait jamais de panique et tout, je vous le dis à chaque année, mais tout ce que je vous dis dans un live, tu sais, je compte pas de mensonges, là. Si je le crois pas, je dis pas. Mais je savais que cette équipe-là était spéciale. Ça prenait juste, tu sais, il y avait un moment où il manquait 12 partants. Il manquait 12 partants. Pas 12 joueurs, là, 12 partants dans l'alignement. Donc, tu sais, c'est vraiment incroyable. Là. C'est vraiment spécial. C'est vraiment c'est cool de voir une équipe affronter un peu d'adversité. Hey, Letch, you have a sec? Go. Mais tu sais, c'est juste spécial de voir comment on a fait, on a vécu tout ça. Comment il y a eu des bas, il y a eu des hauts, mais en fin de compte, on est allé, on va se rendre à la Coupe Grey. Donc, Nancy had the last comment here. So proud of these boys and coaches. Thank you, Joey. I wish you were my son. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. You want to jump in here? You want to jump in?
I'll let him know.
Assistant O-line.
Hi. Mayor Marshall.
Goodness.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy. She left. I promise. She was like
Love
a
you.
minute ago.
Oh, yeah.
You see, Nancy, we're doing shout-outs now. This is what happens. We're doing shout-outs, Nancy. Yeah. So, wow. Jusqu'à la fin, écoute, ça a pris chaque seconde. Ça a pris chaque seconde. Pour vrai, ça a pris tous les secondes. 60 minutes. C'est pas 57 plus 3, c'est 60 que ça a pris. Wow. Oh my God. All right. Bon, on va lire quelques commentaires. Les joueurs sont rentrés. Clairement, le coach David Brown est ici, mais tout le monde commence à rentrer. On n'a pas eu la chance de lire les commentaires encore. On va parler à d'autres joueurs, c'est sûr et certain. Bon, OK, vous allez à Winnipeg direct. Non, on ne va pas à Winnipeg direct. On revient à Montréal maintenant. Donc, j'aimerais ça parler à Davis. J'aimerais ça parler à Maltos aussi. C'est possible que ça soit compliqué, mais ça me prend Davis, ça me prend Maltos, ça me prend Rambo, si possible. Non, on ne sortira pas tout de suite. Tu as le droit de rester. Mais je pense qu'il y a un speech, puis ils vont sortir. Je pense pas que c'est... Il faut juste essayer de trouver de l'air. Puis Rambo, s'il vous plaît, si possible. Everybody has credentials. Everyone has credentials here. Yeah, you're good. No worries. Non, donc on s'en va. Safe ride home. See you guys. See you in Winnipeg. Bon, c'est ça. Non, on revient à Montréal. Là, on retourne tout de suite. Et il y a des réunions d'équipe demain matin, tôt. Et on quitte pour Winnipeg lundi après-midi. Donc, ça va être une semaine au complet à Winnipeg. Et on va attendre le gagnant de Winnipeg, excuse-moi, pas de Winnipeg, de BC et Saskatchewan. Mais, écoute, tellement fou. Mais non, on s'en va pas à Winnipeg direct. Là. Moi, il faut que je fasse ma valise. Je n'ai pas amené assez de stock avec moi. Thank you for giving us another week. Yes, see you in Winnipeg. Fire emojis. Go House Go. Coupe Grey. Ça sent la coupe. Magnifique à la Coupe Grey. Amazing game. Congrats, boys. Félicitations à l'équipe. Je savais que vous gagnerez Als pour la Coupe Grey. That hit by Sankey was insane to stop them on second down. Absolutely. He wrapped them up, and that dude wasn't going anywhere when he's in number one's arms. PL qui dit on se voit à Winnipeg, les amis. J'ai fait le pari lors de la pré-vente. Je vais voir nos oiseaux gagner la 9e Coupe Grey. Absolument. Yes, sir. Bon, Coupe Grey, Cup Montreal Alouettes. Bravo. Coupe Grey 2.0. Let's go. Salut, Melissa. Let's go. Bravo, direction Coupe Grey. Félicitations. Merci, Suzanne. On veut Marc-Antoine. On va essayer, Marco. C'est juste que il faut qu'on revienne à Montréal. C'est toujours compliqué sur la route. Puis ça a pris du temps, évidemment, de commencer le live. Mais donc, on aura un peu moins de temps, mais on va essayer de passer tout le monde. Way to go, boys. Go, let's go. Bring the Grey Cup home. Yeah, thank you, Rusty. Tyler Snead, le digne successeur de Ben Cahoon. Let's go. Seul touchdown par Snead. Ramenez-nous la Coupe Grey maintenant. Je suis fier des Alouettes et j'ai regardé le match en direct de Châteauroux en France. Go, let's go. Je suis si ému. Merci. We believe. L'autre match commence là. OK, merci. Oh yeah, go Alouettes, go. Bravo, gang. Huge win. All the sweats. Ole Jose. I can't say that word, but yeah, go Owls. Yes, boys. Always our boys. Go Owls, go. One more. Bon, bravo. Merci, Nicole. Bravo à tous les membres des Alouettes et à toi inclusivement. On est très fiers de vous. Merci. Where are we at? Woohoo! So proud of you guys. Congratulations. Sankey comme Premier ministre. Sankey for Prime Minister. I don't think he'd mind, but there's one more football game to go win. Félicitations, les boys. Off to the big show. Go, Owls, go. Breathe, Joey. I am. Heather, I'm breathing. I'm okay. I'm hype. Well, there's one more to win, bud. D. Sankey for Minister of Defense. There we go. There's the man of the hour. Let's go, big dog. All right. Well, we can't sign off before talking to one of the heroes of this one. Charleston, you had the catch on 2nd and 6. You hung on, and then you had the big one. You made somebody miss, and you pretty much got it into field goal range. Just those two big plays. Talk to me about how big they were. You came in those moments.
Yeah. First, I want to thank God for everything. We wouldn't be here without God. So first off, thank God. Second, I want to thank my coaches for putting me in that predicament to even get the ball. I haven't got the ball first half. Second half, they find me. Ball find me every time. So I appreciate them. I trust this organization to keep keeping us up. You know what I'm saying? So. Other than that, all I can say is 10 balled out, got me to play, got it to us, we made it. So, yeah, shout out to 10.
Yeah, I'm glad you went there because I don't even know how he got it to you because he's stepping backwards and he just threw everything he had in there. But just 141 to go. Clearly, you weren't rattled by the moment. Neither was he, and neither were your teammates. Just take me inside your mind when there's 141 to go. The offense steps on the field in a tie game with the Grey Cup, an appearance in the Grey Cup on the line.
Yeah, it's something that we prayed for all offseason. We sat back last year, watched somebody else win the Grey Cup, and we understood we were supposed to be there. So just being in this predicament, 1 minute left, offense had the ball, we understood, it's our game to win. This is how we want to end the ball game, with the offense ball in hand. So all I can say is we got a team full of ball players, but that offensive drive at the end is what's going to show us and show up to this Grey Cup and why we're going to win it.
Look, last year you guys dominated, right through September, and then it slowed down. This year, there was a lot of adversity. Charleston, you guys lost 5 in a row. There weren't too many receivers that stayed healthy. You and Snead pretty much. Just how good does it feel to go from that and to, at one point you guys were last in the power rankings, and then here you go. You're going to the Grey Cup. You're going to Winnipeg on Monday. Just take me through the highs and lows of the season and how good the payoff feels.
Yeah, it's all God. We stayed down for this. Now we're going to live up to it. So, all I can say is thank God, but early in the season, we weren't rattled, worried or nothing. We don't worry. We understood we got the best coaches, best players, best defense, best top of the line. What do we say? Danny, come on, man. Yeah. We got the best everything in Montreal. So, the best is in Montreal, and we're going to show it. But, all those negatives this season is what got us to this moment. We appreciate all those negatives.
Tell me the truth. Did you watch the kick?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
It's a football game. I stayed and watched every play. Whether on the screen or I'm looking at the field, I watched it.
So where were you? Where were you standing on the sideline there watching that kick?
Standing with the QB and the rest of the receivers huddled up, waiting for the ball to go in. Miramano put it in. We understood he's going to make every kick. He's that guy. Maltos Diaz, we look forward to watching him kick more kicks Sunday.
You're one of those guys, Charleston. You weren't here in 2023. It's a long week. It's a grind going to the Grey Cup. Going to Winnipeg on Monday. Just what are you expecting?
Yeah, I'm expecting us, keep our head up and go out there and win. We're not worried about nothing. Go practice a few days, rest our bodies, get to that Sunday game and ball out. That's all we can think about is winning that Grey Cup, hoisting that trophy, coming back to 425. Keeping this legendary run going.
Congratulations, Charleston. There's some massive plays you made throughout the season, and in the clutchest of moments, congratulations. And one more win to go, buddy.
Yes, sir. Merci beaucoup.
All right, Charleston Rambo with the 2 big plays on the final drive to extend the drives. And wow, those are massive, massive plays by number 14. Écoute, c'est le 14 qui donne du crédit. Non, c'est lui qui réussit les 2 gros attrapés, puis il donne du crédit à tout le monde, le corps arrière, les autres receveurs. Absolument incroyable. Okay, let's keep it rolling with the hero tonight. Jose, they made it tough on you. They called timeout to get it down to 2 seconds. Just take me into those moments when, after Charleston makes the catch, and that is in your field goal range already, but they got it a little closer for you. Just in your mind, what are you thinking? And just take me through those moments.
I was thinking my off-season workouts. So I was just happy to have this opportunity. I was like, this is it. You pray for this. You work for this. You're from Monterrey, Mexico, far away from here.
Yeah.
So one shot, one kill. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's on you. Help the team. Let's go. And stay hard every time mentally. Yeah, that was it.
That's what you think of? You thought of your preparation? Because I saw all those Instagram videos, and I was in Cancun at one point, and I know we were both too busy to meet up, but there's a lot of work that's gone into this for you. When did you realize, how far along did it take for you to realize that it was going to go through the uprights?
I wasn't thinking about that. I was just looking the ball, and it was pretty good. Hold by Joe, and it was a clean hit. And my warm-up was amazing, so I was ready to go.
Yeah. Just take me through this year there was a lot of challenges, right? Like Davis missed a lot of time. There was a lot of play. At one point, you guys were out 12 starters, lost 5 in a row. Like how special is the payoff here that you get to go to Winnipeg and kick for the Grey Cup next week when there was so much adversity that you guys faced throughout the year?
The same, man. I mean, personal talking, I spent a lot of years as a backup kicker, and I've been waiting for this opportunity. So, and I trust my teammates. I trust Davis, incredible. He's the best for me. So, I mean, we just need to keep working harder still, and we need to handle business next week.
When the kick did go through the uprights, just where does your mind go? You saw the bench empty. That's a walk-off, Jose. There's no time left, and you put the Tiger Cats to bed.
I didn't even check the clock, to be honest with you. I mean, to be honest with you, I thought they will have another opportunity, or I was thinking like kick off after, because it was a 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Well, and then I saw all my teammates around me. I was like, oh, this is it. Let's go.
Jose, congratulations on a big kick. You get to go to Winnipeg next week and kick for the whole thing. I hope that we can do another celebratory live. And just so you know, you were voted the Budweiser Player of the Game for the game-winning kick. I think that's the 15th time you've won it this year. You've won it a whole lot. But all kidding aside, congratulations on a big win, and we'll see you in Winnipeg, bud.
Thank you so much, and see you next week.
Yes, sir. Jose Maltos Diaz with the big kick and Budweiser Player of the Game. OK, on va faire une autre entrevue. We'll save the best for last. I'll save the best for last. I'll say it. You don't have to say it. I'll say it. It's freezing, and I'm wearing a winter jacket. I don't know what you're doing here, but okay. 1:41 to go. The defense holds Hamilton to field goal. There's 1:41 left after Letcher gets tackled, and you guys start at the 30, whatever. Just take me through the mindset and what's going through your mind at that point.
Yeah, I got a fun little story real quick.
Yeah.
Minute 41 to go. I'm on this side of the field, kind of pacing back and forth like I usually do, and they put up on the big screen the movie 300.
Oh, yeah. Hey, okay, go ahead.
That is the movie that I watched last night.
You told me yesterday afternoon that you were going to watch it, so you're not making this up.
No. And I talked to our offense about the movie 300 because if you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. But it's about 300 warriors in Sparta going against literally millions of soldiers, and they never back down. And that's what we talked about the mindset here. 26,000 or whatever it was sold out.
25,399.
25,399 versus what I called 100 of us. Obviously, our fans showed incredible support.
Yeah.
But just talking about our sideline, and so as soon as that went up, the first thing I thought of was. My dad, of course, and just like, there's got to be something there, he's got to be doing something. Why would they do that? That's just crazy. But yeah, and then just, execute your job, trust your player. You don't have to be Superman. And I mean, I think I threw 2 passes, 4 yards, and it worked out.
Well, you did more than 2 passes for 4 yards because you had the big one to Rambo over the middle, and then. But what can you tell me? Because Rambo shouted you out. I mean, I don't even know how you got the ball there, Davis, because you're kind of almost falling backwards, and you heaved it there with everything you had. But just talk to me about those 2 plays, the conversion on because if you guys go 2 and out, you got a punt, and the conversion to Rambo, and then the other one where he made a guy miss on 2nd and long, and essentially got you guys into field goal range.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so proud of Rambo. He didn't get a ton of targets tonight. But what we talk about in this offense, especially what I talk about to our guys, when you have 5 stud receivers, you don't know when the ball is going to come your way. You don't know when it's going to be your opportunity. And, he wants to win more than anyone on this team. And I'm so proud of him for staying in it. He's in the huddle, being a leader, telling guys to protect the ball. And, I love his drive and I love his tenacity and never change, Rambo.
What did you tell the guys about 300? And that was before the game. I'm assuming you spoke to them about what was the message?
Just kind of what I said, right? I called it 26,000 versus I think I said 85, and I'll take us 85 every single time. I did a pregame speech with our guys. I said the same thing: 26,000 versus 100. I'll take us every single time. So. It's special. It's special. It worked out that way. But we got one more to go.
Just take me through the mindset. It was a different game last week. There was over 70 points combined. This week nobody hits 20. But just talk to me, Davis, about the different ways that you guys can grind out wins, because I think that's the key. No matter what type of game it is, you guys find a way.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about how this is a one heartbeat unit. I know, I think because of my record, I get talked about so much. And that's what's going to happen.
Rightfully so, David.
That's what happens when you play quarterback. But I remind our guys all the time, like, hey, I trust in our defense more than anything. I trust in our special teams to bridge our offense and our defense together. And we can grind out a game like this. When it was 3-3 and we got the ball with 40 seconds left, I knew a field goal was huge. And when we were able to get that field goal off, I was ecstatic. Obviously, I want to put up, 40 points, 50 points, 60 points, but I don't have to be Superman for this team to win. And I think hopefully now people can finally believe that.
But with that being said, I thought one of the keys tonight was the running game, and you in particular using your legs. I think you had over 60 yards, and they came in really critical moments. Just talk to me a little bit. Did you have it in your mind that you're going to have to maybe run a little bit more tonight?
Not necessarily coming in, but I wasn't seeing the field as clean as I usually do. So I know people kind of sleep on my athleticism a little bit. So there was no plan for me, it looked like, over there. No spy. They got to one towards the end, which was a very, very good move by them. But I knew, whatever it takes at this point, this is playoff football, you got to leave it all on the line.
One more to go, Davis. You were there in 2023. Obviously, you weren't the starting quarterback, but how much can you lean on that experience? And what the heck are you expecting in Winnipeg as of Monday? We're out of here on Monday.
Yeah, I can't wait. First of all, but yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna have a couple conversations with Cody. He texted me after the game. I haven't gotten back to him yet, but I'll have a couple conversations with him. Love that guy to death. One of my best friends still. But I don't know what to expect. I'm excited to see my family. I know my family's coming. I got some friends coming, and I'm excited for that. But it's one more game, and this is what you play football for, man. You want to leave a legacy. Let's go do it.
Let's go do it, man. One more to go, Davis. Congratulations on a big-time win.
Yes,
and we'll see you in Winnipeg on Monday, bud.
Merci beaucoup.
All right, man. You're freaking warm. I'm freezing, and you're warm in an undershirt. Bon, OK. Il faut qu'on s'en aille. Je veux vraiment continuer. Oui, non, c'est fini, on s'en va. Il faut qu'on s'en aille. Moi, je pourrais faire un live jusqu'à demain matin, mais il faut qu'on s'en aille. Merci, honnêtement, tout le monde. Comme Davis a mentionné, là, c'est les partisans aussi. Et vous étiez là tout au long de la saison. Donc, il faut absolument que je vous remercie. Qu'on gagne, qu'on perd, vous êtes là. Et là, à cause de vous, à cause de nos joueurs, à cause de nos coachs, on a une autre semaine ensemble. On veut maximiser notre temps ensemble parce qu'on sait que no matter what, ça finit dimanche soir. Ça va être fini. Tant qu'à finir l'année 2025, il faudrait le faire in style avec un championnat. On veut tellement vous ramener la Coupe Grey à Montréal. Je veux tellement voir une autre parade. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. On va célébrer un tout petit peu, mais on retourne au boulot direct demain matin. On va avoir plein de contenu. On va avoir les discours du coach. Je vais avoir mon article qui résume le match. Écoute, il y a tellement de belles histoires à raconter avec cette équipe-là et on va le faire tout au long de la semaine à Winnipeg. Donc, s'il vous plaît, abonnez-vous à nos comptes, que ce soit YouTube, que ce soit TikTok, que ce soit X, que ce soit Facebook, whatever, Instagram. Guys, soyez là, checkez tout. Si vous venez pas à Winnipeg, on va vous amener, pas physiquement avec nous autres, mais on va tellement faire de contenu que vous allez sentir que vous êtes à Winnipeg avec nous. Vous êtes toujours avec nous, puis on va continuer de vous amener avec nous. On pourrait jamais faire tout ça sans vous. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. On vous apprécie, on vous aime et on se recroise à Winnipeg dans une semaine. Go House Go. On va ramener la coupe. Let's go. Salut tout le monde.